Just found out that literally JCPenney doesn't do Sephora anymore. They do Ulta, which is who the thingy's through. So I went to the mall for nothing and came out with a bunch of mystery boxes from Hot Topic. My nose is so running. Bad angle for runny nose. So, I'm gonna go make my buck return. Try to hit up Kohl's. See how long that takes. See how long the book return takes. And then your girl's watching her movie. This movie is so goddamn loud. No, I got my muffin. I got my cup of cheese. I got my popcorn. I got my Dr. Pepper. It's so loud in here. This is The Conjuring, freaking movie trailer. Conjuring number 27, you know? They ain't let that bitch just sit in the box. Especially now, they're getting new stories that they're leaving the box. Them taking her on a world tour or whatever. I hope the sound is okay on this. I need to readjust my whole freaking thing. Final Destination was good. I chewed my entire fucking lip off. The ending was I have to open it away from me because this splatters like nothing. It is like a fight to the death to get it open. Final Destination was super good. It goes on so dark. I let my phone charge for a minute before I start driving. Before I go get some stuff. So I got these mirror covers. That's cinnamon roll and pom pom. Oh, is it just for one? Hold on. How is this? Oh, does it go over this one? Guys, it goes over this one. Is this how you work? Do you work? Actual. My phone just like flashed something at me. I'm like, I don't know what you're fucking saying. You too hot. You too hot. I need to. Well, this is perfect. Like I said, I got a bunch of useless shit. I need to start reading those notifications. I got a bunch of useless shit at obviously I want the cinnamon roll. One I don't want is the little twin stars. And that's about it. Like if I get that one, I'm actually gonna scream. Oh my god, how do you just rip it open? Thank god I have a bag. Oh my god, how else are you supposed to... Oh, the popcorn spilled. Okay, why do you have to seal it that tight? Oh, do I get a sticker? Why do you seal it that fucking tight? It's gonna be in a bag. It doesn't feel like a horse. We're in good territory, so it does not feel like a horse. I knew it. It felt round. We got that penguin. What's his name? Hero? No. Tuxedo Sam. We got casual Tuxedo Sam. And guess what? I'm not mad about it. Because it's not the horse. I have to be at work at 4. I don't give a fuck. We'll call off. Okay, this one is all cinnamon roll. I don't want the horse one. I'd love one of the little boba cups or like the cow. It's gonna be the same fucking situation, ain't it? Not like a girl in her 20s and her hyper fixation on a random fucking creature. Another fucking sticker! I'm trying to do this quick because I don't know what that notification was about. It's a horse, ain't it? No, it's a moon! Oh my god, hold on. The sun is like, no, good shot. Well, it's a banana, but it's a moon because it's ice cream. This is so cute. I need to get some of that like museum gel or some shit and put it on there. I have one more. I also got a hair clip because I got it 30% off. So guess who's showing up in glam at work? This one has an easy pull, but it's obviously, because I'm a shitter, I want the one in the bathroom. Also, it's cinnamon roll. Nothing ever fucking opens the way it should. That's why I always have a fucking knife with me. This, oh, it's like Legos. Holy shit. Also, this ain't him, it's already pink. Oh, I got the My Melody. Just wanna be part of your symphony. It's a garden. Oh, you build it and you put it back in the box. Shoddy, Lego needs to get up on this. Okay, I'm gonna put you back. There. Instruction manual. I'm gonna get all my Sephora bag. I got my tiger grass stuff that evens up my tone. You know I had to put a bitch on it. Cause tell me why whenever I was like getting it. Oh, I got little cute deadly pins too, I forgot. I love gambling, so these surprise things are like, you always get something with it. And I think that's where my gambling addiction goes, for the family. I'll open those real quick, and then I'm going to 7 Brew, and I'm gonna go home. If I can get this open. See, isn't me being awake much better than me being dead ass tired? No, I have to get gas. I'm getting gas up here because it's literally 10 fucking cents cheaper. Because it's tourist time where I live. So that means everyone wants to come and see the beautiful ass scenery. Yes! I like how you can't see shit. It's skin of killer, Bella. Alright. Party in the USA. Alright, I'm gonna get a second 7 Brew and then set up to talk about shit. Alright. I put my hair up because the entire time I've had it down, I've been fighting the wind. On my way down here, I was like, damn, it's windy. Good thing I have my hair down. Bring back, like, whatever. I just put that bit of me opening up these little fuckers. This is so cute. I cannot get it. It's a banana. And a little cherry on top because he's ice cream. But I cannot get over. Somebody got that face bumping. I cannot get over the girl experience, the woman experience, the female experience I've just had. Let's say it's female. Oh yeah, you're gonna straight. Never mind. I'm being hateful for no reason. You're in the right. I'm in the wrong. I was about to be like, I'm fucking going. You have the right of way if you're going straight. I thought I saw a blinker. I thought we were both going, and then they were just heading straight. That's my bad. That is my bad. But anyways, in this area, Sephora has always been in JCPenney, as far as I have known. Up until today. Apparently, it is now Ulta and JCPenney. This nation does not apply to anything, to anyone, anywhere, ever. But so the only Sephora now is at Kohl's. Right? I go in there and the girl's like, oh my god, I love your makeup. I love the whole fit. It's great, wonderful. I go, thank you. And she's like, can I help you find anything today? And I go, yeah. I'm actually just looking for this one little thing. It's by Dr. Jart. It's a tiger grass tone evening thing. She goes, I'll look it up. I don't think we have that. And she looks it up and it's like, no, it's Sephora only. I goes, oh, I thought this was Sephora. No, this is Ulta. She looks at it and she's like, what is this for? Because, as a woman, you're curious when a new product is brought up to you. Something new pops up, it's a human instinct to just be like, what about this? I was like, well, I use it 90% of the time more than I use my foundation because it deals with my redness. She goes, your redness? I go, I have ambrosia, I have a lot of skin issues. I don't tell her that, but I'm like, I have extremely red undertones. So I get super red super quick, especially in the summer. So, and if I'm looking for a quick look instead of foundation, I use this. She goes, really? I go, yeah, it just evens you out. Anyways. Woo! It's always scary sneezing when you drive. I tell her that, and she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I get super red. I mean, I have to, put on concealer over my cheeks, and I'm like, no, this is, the best. She's like, it's green. Is there, other color? And I go, no, just that color. And after if you want to do a tester on your hand or anything, you can watch, the yellow and the reds appear and disappear and the blue, because it just matches your color, whatever color you are. I'm the palest person on this earth. I'm not, alopecia or whatever, but I'm, one of the palest people on this earth. This thing matches me. It matches my Puerto Rican friend in the summer. It matches my half Egyptian friend in the summer. Because I've had them try it. And, this shit just evens you out. It finds your base color. And she's like, I'm gonna have to try it. I'm so sorry we don't have it. I'm like, no, it's great. Because she told me where Sephora was at. It's at Kohl's now. I'm like, I haven't been to Kohl's in forever. Literally eons. Because my mom got rid of her Kohl's card and her everything. Because we used to shop there a lot, now we don't. I have to get new brakes. And it was such a nice experience. It was a beautiful experience. It's the reason I love being a woman on this earth. I got the liquid one too. But this is it. I suggest trying it if you want something quick and simple. And a lot of times I put concealer on under it. I do my normal skin stuff and then I put my starts with a P. Whatever. I use the NYX face glue as that though. And then I'll put concealer on. I'll put that on. And then I'll do my usual blush, highlighter, eyeshadow, all that. Because it just makes life so easy. Because I will overdo it with foundation sometimes. I will cake it on because I'll accidentally put too much. And then it's like, well, these are the consequences of my existence. I don't want to be next to you. I like how Shotty got on the other side of the berm. Small talk over. Final Destination Bloodlines. 8 out of 10. Could have had a better ending. And I don't know. It was great. It was really good. It's just the ending, and I wish they would have brought the premonitions back a bit more. After she had her grandmother's premonition, that was passed down to her, she would have her own about the entire family. Her cousin in the trash can or a soccer ball, her other cousin in the peanut, the one that's half her cousin but not by blood, so it really shouldn't have mattered, but it did because he decided to fuck with Death, his and the piercings. Which, genuine question, what is cheating death? If you get a premonition, you're like, oh shit, we're all gonna die. Do you just not save everyone else? Or do you just like have to sit there and be like, and now I'm gonna have one of the most horrific, painful deaths ever? Cool. Gotcha. Because to me, those aren't like even. Like if I get myself out of that, I feel like death should be like fair enough. But maybe just let me like have a heart attack a little bit down the way. Pretty please. But like it doesn't feel fair that you save yourself and leave everybody else. I feel like that is a very understandable thing to do as a. God damn it, Shoddy. Why'd you pull out in the middle? Shoddy, I should have said Chevy. But you know what? I'm not gonna say anything because I can't drive today either. I pulled out in front of a fucking truck today, and he had like, okay, it wasn't pulled out in front. I was getting ready to pull out while where I was parked. I was checking all my shit. Didn't look that way. Did not look right. Only looked left. And I was like, cool. Go to pull out. I probably missed him by this much. I was like, I'm so sorry. He probably told me to do that. And he was like, dude, I am a moron. I'm so sorry. But like Final Destination is known for its weird deaths and its premonitions. And I feel like if they would have focused more on the premonitions, the future predictions, whatever, I feel like that would have saved them a good bit. You know what I mean? Like obviously spoilers, but like if after her grandma died, whenever she got the book and everything, if she would have had like while she was looking at the house while the cookout was going on, she would have had like a premonition about the lawnmower and the glass or whatever, then that would have been great. That one woman lost her whole family, even the kid that was not blood related to the dad, which was I like that they incorporate it. I like when humor is incorporated in a good amount of horror. Like there are some movies where it just would not work, and other times it's like this is the funniest shit ever. Like when they find out that the one cousin is not related to the dad, because they were like it should have been him. When the female cousin fucking dies, gets crushed to death in a trash compactor. They're like, oh no, this is awful. I guess I was wrong because it's out of order. And she goes, wait, you may not be your dad's son. Because he's mourning his dad pretty hard. Because again, you know, the dad just died and the sister was next. It was supposed to be the oldest son, but it was their middle daughter that died. And when it happened, she's like, you were only wrong because I didn't believe you, so I didn't tell you. And they're like, he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, he even though you weren't his, he loved you very much. And he's like, who's my dad? Who is my real dad? And she says like some Fishbach or something Fisher. I don't know. And he's like, oh my god. And he like goes to walk out and she's like, your dad still loved you no matter what. And he's like, is that why you always wanted to play catch with me? They like walk out arguing like that. So next one is like the peanut allergy son. And obviously, I feel like he cheated death as well earlier, like right before that moment in the film, because he was at his tattoo shop. It's from the trailer. In the tattoo shop with the nose ring and everything, and the entire place catches on fire. He lives through that, but feel like that could count as cheating death. That maybe, like, Final Destination movies don't make it very clear. Does it have to be like a giant catastrophic thing? Or is it just like a little thing? You know what I'm talking about? Like, is it just like a wee little thing? Like, to me, that was cheating death. But all the other Final Destination things have been like horrible massacres. 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 So I don't know. I want Taco Bell, but I don't want to go through the drive thru and order it because I can't remember shit. So I'm just gonna go home and starve. But thinking about Taco Bell so hardcore right now. I got 7 brews, so I don't need it. Their lids terrify me, by the way. But let me take the longest drink ever of my iced Burnett. But oh, fuck this noise. I'm not getting in between 2 tractor trailers. Um, but the whole, like, I feel like obviously there's probably theory videos about it, you know, looking at film theory. But what counts as a Final Destination death cheat? I mean, obviously there's workarounds like killing somebody else to take their years and dying and being brought back to skip your turn, you know? But what is, like, if I was in a school shooting, I was supposed to be shot, but I get myself and a few others out. I'm American. That's the main thing that threatens our existence, all right? That and bacteria in milk, because our food safety is out the window, and basically gun safety. That doesn't exist. It's not regulated. Um, I'm going too damn fast too. Like, I'm asking for a ticket right now, but and here's the thing: he was about to go to prom. The youngest cousin was about to go to prom, right? A lot of people have been saying that they wish he would have had a premonition about prom at the end of that because it started with his grandmother having a premonition while she was on a date with their grandfather, right? So then then at the end of the movie, he should have a vision about some real bad shit happening at the dance. Prom, spring, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And it's just like they miss their opportunity to have that like concise little thing because they want to be sticklers and be like, oh well, technically she didn't die because she drowned and he had to resuscitate her. He's like, since her heart didn't stop, and I'm like, it takes a lot to be legally dead in modern era. They have to like double check everything. Heart stopping isn't legally dead, but that is what they want for the movie. But if you go brain dead, you're not gonna make it back. Most likely not gonna make it back because the brain don't start its shit back up. You can restart the heart, you can't really restart the brain. I mean, you have that like was it 8-minute window of getting the lungs and the heart to start pumping again. Because once oxygen and blood stop pumping, once the heart stops, everything else just kind of like fades off into the background to fuck all. hate Taurus. I hate them so much. But it like says fuck all to like basically everything. Um, and I bring this up. They would not have been up there. They should have just left and they were like, nope, go home. She should have been like, all right, we're gonna go get a malt at the shake shop and be happy. Because he wanted, or at least like take her up to the top and be like, well, while we're already here, and then propose to her and then leave. Okay, it shouldn't have been like a little hee hee ha ha, this that. You know? That fucking kid. Fucking kid with the penny. The penny, dude. That shit was, which honestly the ending was very Final Destination. Like, oh, here's a giant catastrophe to kill you since you avoided whatever. But it always, like, it never sits right with me. You know what I mean? That ending could have been better. It just wasn't. It was okay. Because they brought in the train and they brought in, like, the log truck and whatever. They brought the log truck. They brought the log truck up twice, which was actually like the first time was kind of funny because they were going to pull out somewhere and then they hit their brakes because they didn't look. They didn't stop for the stop sign. They were not driving safe, even though they were like, "We're next on Death's list." Well, you should fucking check your mirrors and do all the other shit you need to do. Okay, I get you're scared. That doesn't save you. Alright? Rationality mixed with your fight or flight reflex is what saves you. As well as listening to the universe, I guess. I don't know. That grandma was really into listening to the universe. She had cancer. She was like, this is it, man. Oh my god. I swear to God, if you don't get your dealer tag ass down the road. I am too angry. But, yeah, I think that was, yeah, that might be that true. I need new brakes. I need to talk to my dad, have him send me stuff so I can order new brakes next Friday after I get paid. And I'll make my cousin put them on. I think he's still unemployed, old man. It's not by choice. He is trying. It's just really hard to get a job right now. And also, he has some medical issues. So that makes people not want to hire you even more, believe it or not. Like, what? That's crazy. Anyways. I'm trying to think of anything that comes out next Friday. And I have Clown in a Cornfields in there. I know. But who knows how much longer that's going to be in the theater down there. Or when I have time. I'll get paid next week. I'll get breaks. And then my dad doesn't want me to take this trip alone. But I want to start booking by July. I haven't really saved well. So I kind of went shopping crazy and put like $400 on my credit card. Paid off 400, I should say. No, over 400. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I need new brakes. Anytime I hear them squeak, I say it out loud, so hopefully it ingrains itself in my brain enough to where I remember. Also, Final Destination myself, but with no brakes. I also shave my eyebrows. No bitches. Um, but I am just. I mean, I enjoyed it. The deaths were interesting as usual, but I'm one of those people that bang their. Because obviously, Final Destinations are mix of nonsense and like you shouldn't be fucking doing that right now type of deaths. You know what I mean? Like by the point they've been told to be very careful, you're like, hey, probably shouldn't be doing that. And they're like, I don't even care. I'm being careful. It does not matter. It's like, kind of does, moron. But they won't listen. And then that's how like 90% of them die. They're like told, hey, you're on death's list. Like, you're not safe. And they're doing the most reckless shit around the sharpest objects you've ever seen in your life. And they're like, you're crazy, man. And then it's like they just fucking trip. It's like that TikTok video where somebody walking and they're like, hey man, it's been a long time. And he trips and he like breaks his fucking neck on the stool. And that's how like 90% of the people die in those videos. That's like how it goes. And it has plot. I always bring this up whenever I watch a movie with a ton of deaths that are known for like its death scenes and stuff. Final Destination has plot. I'm fighting the wind right now. I am fighting the wind with one hand. Would you fucking stop? It has plot. Each movie, same base, fight off death, outlast death. That is the whole point of those movies. The but they each have their own like individual little premonitions and deaths and plot and everything. But there's still plot in the movie. Is it original by number 30? No. Is it unique in its own sense? Yeah. Like there are deaths in this one that were not in the other ones. Because they come up with new shit. Okay? Final Destination and Saw are like the two movie franchises that get to try and have a little fun with how people die, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like these people sit in that writing room, they do a line of coke, and they pick like random objects out of a basket, and they have to figure out how they come together to kill somebody. I swear to God, that's how it works. And somebody should do a D&D campaign where it's like the last one living wins. Modern day Final Destination D&D. It's like a one shot. Because that's basically, I mean, once you're put on death's list, and like the first movie, I think they were caught like 6 months later, like the last handful, until until they were caught in like what, France or some shit. I'm trying to remember. A lot of the movies also blend together. Like the Saw movies, a lot of the deaths kind of blend together. Like I can pick out what's the first movie and maybe what's the latest. Which with Saw, it's like I haven't watched the latest one because it's like X or Spiral. I can't remember. Is it called like what's a puppet's name? Johnny? I don't know, but I haven't seen those ones. And I just haven't had time, and I've just started watching like a shit ton of movies like that. But Bloodlines was good. It had a great opening. It had a great plot line. Wonderfully made, beautifully shot. beautifully killed. Only issue is the ending. I feel like a lot of franchises right now are worried that this will be their last movie, which I understand. But I can see why, because it's been what 14 years since the last Final Destination, so they're like, I don't know if we're gonna make another one or not. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's being back-to-back movies, yeah, you could make like 10 of those movies. How many games are there? 7, 10, including like the Mimic one now. Like, I'm gonna say 10. You could probably make 10 of those movies. I'm not stopping you. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see all of them. You know, because the first one was great. This second one, I'm excited. The toy animatronics look crazy. But the Final Destination, which is also like, you watch Sinners and then you watch, which I went Until Dawn, Sinners, Final Destination. And those three are three different types of horror movies. And Sinners, technically, due to what happens in it, is a horror movie. It is a rated R horror movie. It doesn't feel like horror, but it is. And I think that's because, Until Dawn is super fucking bloody. It is crazy. It's well put together, though. I think I've had so much luck with watching 3 great movies in a row. Well, I can't remember what I watched before Until Dawn. But these 3 horror movies in a row have been amazing. Like, we are in the movie of the century. And also, I got a trailer for the Fantastic Four. I am so excited. I always have high hopes for the Fantastic Four in the X-Men movies. High hopes. And here's the thing. 90% of the time, if you don't give a fuck about certain things, they're not bad. They're not bad. Like, obviously, they're relaunching X-Men again. But that's off topic. I do feel like the X-Men could be a horror genre if they tried hard enough. But they're not going to try for that because they're Marvel. Marvel's owned by Disney. They want to be able to let kids into that theater. They want children. They want 13-year-olds sat and watching. You don't get that with Final Destination or Sinners or Until Dawn. A lot of these R-rated movies, they're R-rated for a reason. Maybe 16 up, 13 and up. They are like that for a reason. And I think I went to like one horror movie where there was a kid in there. And I was like, bro, like, you shouldn't have fucking brought a 10-year-old to this. Because the kid was crying during the movie. I cannot remember. This is like 2 years ago. I cannot remember, but the kid was genuinely crying, and the mom was just like, shh. I'm like, fucking get them out of here. You shouldn't have them in here. Like, I get it's, with parental supervision or whatever. Fucking get out of here with that, bro. But Bloodlines, 8 out of 10. It was that ending that just felt very showboaty and like they didn't know where to go at the end of that. You know what I mean? Like, they could have given us a little snippets, which we didn't even see his prom night. We could have got little snippets of, like, his prom and shit going crazy over there, and him looking over at his sister and being like, uh-oh. Or some shit like that. I'm not a fucking movie writer. Him, like, looking over at her and being like, her being like, what? Because I feel like that would have made it better. You know? Alright. This is long enough already. I call it as it is. Good jobs all around, though. The acting was beautiful too. I should say that. Great actors, great cast. I really did want that girl to die though. I feel bad because I was like, fuck her. Because they were really icing out the cousin who had like the visions from their grandma whenever it was happening. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, she's obviously going through something, but you're mad she hasn't called you in a few months. Okay. Even her own brother was trying to ice her out for a little bit. He's like, you're just like mom who left us because she was reacting to the abuse she had as a child on us. Like, fucking get over yourself. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna be behind this fucking camper, so I'll yap a little bit longer. But she did a really good job of acting like a cunt the entire. Every time she interacted with the cousin, the blonde cousin, I can't remember her name. That blonde girl was great at acting like a bitch. Preying on her downfall. It happened. I mean, all of them got their downfall, but still. Yeah. Uh, like I said, 8 out of 10. Go watch it. If you like Final Destination and some random ass deaths. One of your brake lights don't work, sir. Alright, anyways, bye.